Every company in the world has its fair share of lovers and haters, but I think you would agree with me when I say that Nokia is just one of those whom it's just too difficult to hate. HMD Global, along with Nokia, unveiled the Nokia 3, the Nokia 5 and the Nokia 6. HMD Global, along with Nokia, unveiled the Nokia 3, the Nokia 5 and the Nokia 6 in India just a few days ago. And let me tell you, I was really impressed. Hey, this is Sreehari from Mr. Phone and let's talk Nokia. First, we have the Nokia 6, the top dog, the best of the bunch. The Nokia 6 is made out of aluminum and my god is it hefty. It literally feels like a chunk of aluminum with a screen on it. You've really got to hold it to know the feeling. Nowadays, with manufacturers trying to slim down their phones and make them lighter, we forgot what it meant to have a sturdy smartphone. The heft and chunkiness along with beautiful chamfers make the Nokia 6 stand out. Buttons are real clicky and made out of metal too. We have a full HD panel with a 2.5D curved glass on top, and let me tell you, the entire package looks really premium. The Nokia 6 also comes with Dolby Atmos support. I'm not really sure about this one because in what little experience I had, the sound was not amazing. I guess we'll just have to look more into it during the full review. The fingerprint scanner sits below the display, flanked by backlit capacitive keys. Now comes the Nokia 5, which is also entirely made out of metal, but the feel is totally different. The edges are a lot more rounded and it's a lot comfortable to hold the Nokia 5. The design is also a total contrast from the chamfered edges in the Nokia 6 to a very rounded design of the Nokia 5. Even the size is a lot more comfortable at 5.2 inches. One really cool thing they did with the Nokia 5 is that they curved the antenna lines in a very unique way. When you look at the back of the Nokia 5, you see that it's a clean slate. The antenna lines have been shifted to the top, which I guess is really smart and looks real smooth. The Nokia 5 is around 2000 rupees, which is $30 cheaper than the Nokia 6. But the cheaper price tag comes at a heavier cost. The screen drops to 720p and the RAM falls to 2 gigs from 4 in the Nokia 6, which is a little disappointing. That is some serious spec drop for a price difference of just 2000 rupees. The Nokia 3 sits at the bottom of the list. Although it's the cheapest of the bunch, its build quality tells another story. The metal frame of the device feels real premium and the polycarbonate back feels just right. And I agree that other devices in similar price range from Chinese manufacturers have all metal design. But I think a lot of people, including me, prefer quality over quantity. And although Nokia has used very little metal, it has used it judiciously, and I think the phone feels a lot more sturdier than many other all-metal designs. The screen is still a 720p display and 2 gigs of RAM just like the Nokia 5, but the price difference is reflected in a MediaTek processor here. The fingerprint scanner is missing and even the navigation keys aren't backlit. Now, talking about the software, it looks like another thing Nokia got right. It's mostly stock Android with a very light skin on top, which makes it easier for them to stick to the regular update promise. All 3 devices are running Android Nougat, and according to Nokia, they'll all be updated to further Android versions, but let's see how that goes. All 3 devices come with headphone jacks and micro SD card slots. The disappointing part here is that they still carry a micro USB port and not a USB-C port as many of us would have loved to see. Well, the spec sheets of the Nokia devices can be called meager at best, and we would have really loved to see at least a 600 series Snapdragon processor inside. But apparently specs is not what Nokia is going for. In their keynote, they repeatedly asserted that they had no intentions of getting into the spec race whatsoever. And instead, they wanted to focus more on build quality, on a good user experience, on regular software updates, and on after-sale services. The regular software updates and after-sale services, we all know how that goes. I hope Nokia gets it right, but I wouldn't bet my money on it. But let me tell you this, they are not joking about their build quality. These Nokia devices defy their price when it comes to build quality. And when coupled with near stock Android and, as I would call it, good enough specs, the user experience can't really go that wrong. Nokia is back into a very competitive market, but I really love the fact that they're sticking to their principles and not going crazy on specs while compromising build quality and user experience. And above all, I'm really glad that Nokia is back, and I believe many of you share the same feeling. That's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Meanwhile, if you want to know more about these Nokia devices or any other smartphone in the world, you can head over to the Google Play Store and download the Mr. Phone app. You can also head over to the review section where you'll find reviews by some of our popular reviewers. And if you have something to say about the devices, then feel free to share your opinions by becoming a reviewer on Mr. Phone.